Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is a daily forecast for all signs. It is available to you when you see it, but it was originally created for Friday the 15th of July. If you're watching it on a date that's not Friday the 15th of July and this video still makes sense to a situation or, area of your life, please feel free to use it. It's not solely set for the date that it was created. For those of you that watch regularly, we are building upon the Sunday reading, which populates in the lower left-hand corner at the end of this video. If you're new to me, please check out the drop-down menu. In there is stuff that I want you to be aware of, house rules, decks that I'm using, ways to support the channel, how to book a private reading, all of that sort of stuff is available to you there, okay? What else do I normally say? Oh, ways to support the channel, please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button if you like my content. Hit the notification bell when you do subscribe, because I do put up daily content, so you'll get notified every time a new video goes up, and you can follow along. You have to figure out where this fits in your life, if at all. Other ways you can support the channel is leaving a question or comment on the video, and sharing the video out. So, let's see what the cards have in store for us today. How's that super Capricorn full moon going for you guys? Okay, speaking of super Capricorn, we have King of Pentacles, which is leadership, prosperity, and abundance. I love him. I love that he's a lion, right? He's the king of the jungle in a way. Pentacles is that earthbound energy, right? It's that energy that kind of brings us material wealth, especially the King of Pentacles. He is like sort of the master manifester. He is the creator. He's the one to like sort of put practical application and see how to create whatever it is that he wants. Underpinning this, we have that we're sort of shifting, right? Because we're in Friday's reading now, so we should be shifting from the King of Wands that we saw in the midweek in the Sunday reading, which also is, a quite powerful card, especially coupled with this King of Pentacles, but also there's that Seven of Swords. So if there's a situation going on around us that isn't necessarily being honest or truthful, or that we don't feel like we fully understand, the King of Pentacles is going to be the energy that sort of grounds us and controls us in a way, or keeps us in control while we work our way through a situation that might feel either unfair, unsafe, unclear, because that would be the Seven of Swords energy. Now that energy can be ourselves, or it can be another person, right? Or a situation that maybe isn't clear to us, or doesn't feel like it's being forthright or honest or completely clear to us, right? The King of Pentacles, though, to be honest, he's so sort of grounded, stable, and secure that I feel like we are going to be okay even in the midst of any sort of controversy that might be being created by the Seven of Swords, right? We'll be able to see clearly what it is we want. I love that this lion is facing towards the future, looking at what he wants and how to get there. He's going to be strong and protective about it. He's also going to be self-assured and not necessarily cautious, but measured in how he approaches the situation, what he takes on from the situation, and how he works his way through the situation. I feel like the King of Pentacles is actually a powerful card to have. For those of you dealing with the full moon in Capricorn, this King of Pentacles is in alignment to that, because the King of Pentacles would be associated with the earth signs. So it's like taking our power back to a degree and using it to our advantage and making it work for us rather than against us. So stay in that power today. Call upon the King of Pentacles. Understand that this essence or this energy is within you. You can set your eyes on the prize and you can successfully work towards your goal in a sort of measured, grounded, and practical way. Does that make sense? So keep that in mind as you're dealing with anything that might be causing you. If you are dealing with anything that's not quite working out, that would be the Seven of Swords energy. This King of Pentacles is going to keep us on track and keep us moving through it without getting too, like our feathers ruffled in a way, right? We'll stay stable as we watch things sort of shift and change and come to light in the midst of whatever it is we're dealing with. Now, for the White Light Oracle, we have the Sun of 417 hertz. I love how she's embracing herself and sort of swirled up and everything. There's also sort of a calm to it. I love that the lion is sort of looking towards the future, yet she is sort of in the present moment taking care of herself. The sun to me would be associated with the lion in traditional tarot. The sun is the strength card, right? The sign of Leo is strength, and it's often depicted with this lion. I also, and I don't know if this is going to sound too crazy, but I love that we just saw the King of Wands underneath this in the midweek, because he would also be associated with that leonine sort of powerful, fiery energy. So when I see the sun and I see this lion, even though it's depicted as the King of Pentacles, it all feels kind of in alignment and put together well. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, leave me a comment and I can explain it further. But I kind of feel like we should be grounded and able to not only look to the future and stay stable in the midst of anything that might be hinky or weird for us, but we also have the opportunity to sort of rejuvenate and replenish ourselves through the sun of 417 hertz, right? She seems like she's wrapped up, protected, and safe, and kind of internal in a way. So let me read the sun to you, and it is card number 16, right? Which is a 7, which kind of ties into that 7 of Swords energy. So if there is, sevens are about making a conscious choice, right? Turning towards what it is we need to do, or the decisions we need to make to move through a situation. The King of Pentacles is going to lead us carefully and successfully through whatever it is we might be dealing with today. And this 7 in the sun of 417 hertz kind of aligns with the 7 of Swords, meaning I feel like the way that the picture is depicted is, even though things might be swirling around us or things might feel outside of our control, they actually are. What we can control is how we care for ourselves, how we nurture ourselves through the realization or the situation at hand. So let me read the Sun of 417 hertz to you. You have what it takes. You are a light bearer. Within you is a healing power and spiritual wisdom you can tap in to find your way through any confusion or doubt. Have confidence in yourself and know that you are enough. Expect an affirming yes from the universe. Our sun is a self-luminous being. It does not reflect light or energy from other sources, but rather generates its own light. It is quite literally an enlightened being. The sun is our spiritual mentor, teaching us how to be spiritually self-reliant when we cannot find support or guidance externally and need to go it alone for a time. Such phases can be difficult, but they are temporary, and that would be the 7 too. An inner spiritual strength is built during such times. Sometimes we don't realize our own strength until circumstances force us to find out. So in other words, this 7 of Swords energy that's going on around us, if we are dealing with sort of liars or betrayal or situations not being quite clear, we have the power to move through this. Connecting to one's own inner light is a precious and empowering gift. It allows you to feel spiritually held from within. Once you've established an inner connection, you are unlikely to give your power away again, less prone to being manipulated, and more likely to live in harmony with your soul values rather than the typically soul-denying priorities of mass consciousness. As your soul connects to the inner sun, your relationship to light heals. It is not seen as separate. Instead, the soul begins to recognize the light as a constant inner reality that can be relied on for sanctuary. As the soul recognizes itself as the higher self, a being of light, the fears of the mind no longer dominate the heart as they used to. The inner light encourages the heart to depend upon its wisdom, to live as though the light was more real than the darkness of doubt and worry. The soul turns within, begins to tap into its own potential, and in doing so, gains further self-confidence, spiritual empowerment, and loving presence. If you are criticized, misunderstood, or disrespected by those around you, rely upon your inner connection to the light to see you through such dark times. You can't commune with your inner light in private without needing to explain, justify, or even speak of it to anyone. Your inner light shall continue to shine bright no matter what is happening around you. This is crazy, guys. This is totally talking about that 7 Swords energy underneath. The frequency of 417 hertz is spiritual truth serum. It undoes false perceptions and dismantles circumstances and situations that are not meant for the soul. When a challenging situation is helping the soul to grow, this frequency will help you understand how to work through it in a soul-centered way, staying connected to the light within. If a situation such as a toxic relationship is creating a barrier between the soul and the light, weakening its ability to evolve and causing it to become stuck in trauma and negative patterns, this frequency will dismantle the negative circumstances. You always have free will, but your capacity to exercise that free will in a self-loving way will become more available to you. The 417 hertz frequency facilitates a healing shift into the vibration of the higher self. Your authentic life path is directed by your higher self. As it is unique, there is no use comparing your path to any other path in order to determine its validity and value. Your true life path may lead you away from the familiar directly into worlds unknown. The moment the soul takes its authentic path, wondrous awakening can take place. There is a feeling of closeness and connection to the sacred. This frequency helps wipe away experiences of alienation and reestablish a deep and loving connection with the universe. It cleanses traumatic experiences and memories and any malignant habits formed as a consequence of past pain to allow the soul to experience true kindness, compassion, and love for self and others. In this oracle, it signifies that no matter what's happening in your life, you've got this. Now, I'm going to say with this King of Pentacles here too, it also speaks to that. The King of Pentacles definitely will remain steady, stable, and empowered. So keep that in mind, guys. The healing process. Take a moment to connect consciously to your breath as it flows in and out. Let yourself ground in the here and now as you become fully present. Imagine, visualize, feel, or intend that your awareness is traveling inside of you on your breath. As you breathe in, your awareness moves deeper within. As you breathe out, your awareness drops lower and deeper within. As you enter your inner world, you naturally move into the openness and spaciousness of your inner self. Within its depths, you become aware of a point of light. Simply by noticing it, you immediately merge with it. It fills you with love and peace and surrounds you with healing and protection. This is the light of your inner sun, your higher self. As much as you can, allow yourself to become mindless in that light. There is just light, radiant, beautiful light. Be in this for as long as feels good. Return slowly to the body by following your breath as it flows in and out. Ground and take care to hydrate yourself over the hours which follow. You have completed your healing process. Now, let's go to the hidden truth. I want to start over. So, I like this because it speaks to this idea of the King of Pentacles being a master manifester, and maybe we need to reconfigure how we approach a situation, deal with the situation, or interact with a person or situation that maybe isn't necessarily working for us. There is always a do-over. There's always this idea of connecting to the higher self and channeling like sort of this strength energy of the King of Pentacles, even the King of Wands that we saw on Sunday that sort of underpins us as we move into like maybe the full face look at what is going on around us that isn't necessarily working. We can sort of rise above it, is my feeling. Starting over means that we do have that sort of free will that card, the Sun of 417 hertz, talks about. We do get to make that conscious choice, that number 7 choice of moving towards or away or changing how we perceive a situation and how we deal with it, right? We are empowered even in the face of adversity. Does that make sense? Starting over doesn't necessarily mean that we have to quit something. We may just have to transform it or find a different way of dealing with it. And it looks to me like we can be successful in that as long as we rely upon our higher self and connect to that energy and stabilize and ground ourselves in this King of Pentacles energy. That is your forecast. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow to see how the week ends out. And, take care. Thank you all for your viewership. I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys very, very soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.